Okay, I do not like this. See, my connection is so sporadic. I can't tell if it's okay or not. Seems to be stabilizing now. Sort of. Okay, seems like it's holding on. Oh god, I hate this setup. I don't even know what the issue is. Oh, and so it just all of a sudden tanks again. Great. Okay, 1 second. Let me shut all my stuff down. No. Shut that down. And this down. Don't save. Reload all. Shut down. Games. Okay. I think the stream is okay. So now let's try once more to start. Oh, God. Alrighty. Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Aniki Streams Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Part 4 for May 2nd, 2017. I am your host Aniki, and my cat Snake is here, and with any luck, the stream will be civil tonight. Or at least my internet connection, or whatever it is. I'm not sure. It's actually quite annoying because last night they decided to finally put through the request to upgrade my internet, and everything was going okay. And part of the reason why I'm streaming tonight was because I was hoping that that would solve the issue with the connectivity. Well, for whatever reason, about 5 minutes ago, and even now, to a degree, it's bouncing back and forth between okay and not. Hopefully, the stream sticks with it. If not, I don't know. I'm going under the assumption that it's going to be okay. So that's what we're going to proceed with. So, hello, yes. We are continuing... Whoa. Oh, god damn it, is it? It's dropping frames again. I hate this thing. I really do. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's the internet, if it's OBS, if it's Twitch. And of course the little indicator button doesn't say where the problem is coming from, just that, hey, your connection isn't necessarily up. Well, I'm going to continue on, hopefully. Hopefully everything's okay. If not, I don't know. We might have to... The only thing I can think of next is that we got to upgrade our modem again, or router, or something. I don't know. So yes, we are continuing on with Phoenix Wright. Excuse me, Apollo Justice. Hello, Ozzy. How's the big fat kitty butt? And yes, we are continuing on with the show. Come on, no. Whoa, come on. Come on, you big butterball. You see me now. Yeah, well, it's still, it's still bouncing back and forth between in the stream health, and I have no idea why. We upgraded our internet's connection. We should be having somewhat, decent stuff. So let's try a speed test beforehand. Because again, download's fine. I mean, it's actually on par with what it usually is, download-wise. Maybe a little bit better. And upload is saying it's actually pretty decent, so I have no idea. I don't think it's the internet then. Yeah, the internet connection is fine. So then the issue is it's either OBS or Twitch. I'm stuttering a tad. I don't know. What I need to do is have like a clock script or something on my thing so I can get an idea of when stuff is. Twitch, OBS, clock, display, time, display, stream time, stream time counter from when up, no, date time plugin. I don't know. I know, this is incredibly interesting. Yeah. Tourniquets. Sorry. Okay. Live again. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean, I can see the little inspector thing saying that I have a great connection, but I see it dipping here and there too, so at this point, I don't think it's the internet. I think it's either OBS or Twitch. I have no idea what. So, anyway, what the hell? Yes, it's Gmail, for fuck's sake. Okay. Fine, shut that down. Okay, so, yes. We are going to start on with Twitch, or with streaming Phoenix Wright. I don't know how long it will be. I might only do one part. It's really going to depend on how the stream holds up. It was holding up just fine on Sunday. Sorry. So, let's see. Let me figure out where we were. We had just gone to court for the first time in this chapter. There we go. And we had our client is a bit of a twat. He thinks he's Gangsta G, and he's really just a poser, and that's coming from white boy, pasty white boy. And so he decided he was going to testify against himself because that means he's a hard motherfucker if he goes into jail, you know. And his dad thinks he's a fucking moron. Surprise, surprise, he's a fucking moron. So, yes, we are then followed by, I don't want to say Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, but he kind of looks like it. Just maybe a little bit bigger jaw. And yet I'm trying not to do that voice, even though I don't really know that voice, because I hate that show. So, yeah, that's pretty much all there was up till last time. So, hey, we're up to date. So let's continue on, shall we? Okay. Saving. Okay. Oh yes, and then there was this bullshit that apparently Trucy was held hostage by a mysterious masked figure with a knife. So, yeah, anyway. June 16th, 11:17 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Trucy? Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, you're okay. I thought... Wah. Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... What the heck is that? Surprised? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Jersey, there's some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Apollo, now's not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Waukie's father yesterday? Mr. Garrison is gonna sue somebody. Well, no, that was just a hand puppet, you know, as opposed to a thing that apparently is attached to her back, which I would think would be really painful. You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? You look at Mr. Slay better. Okay. Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more staged objections, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident, I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there was a contradiction? Okay, sure, I remember. Well, I think I remember them, sure, yeah. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. In his hand he had a pistol, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. At the man pulling the stand. Okay, I guess he's looking down in his book, or his fingers extended. Tossing the pistol aside. I guess the shifty eyes? Mr. Kirsten, yeah, he kinda did, didn't he? He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol. His fingers got all tense and he fiddled with the corner of the page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. Okay. Well. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on my connection and it's just terrible at the moment. Great. Sorry. Let's see. Video. Stream. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, we'll continue on with this. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I don't know how closely you're paying attention to the stream, sweetie. If the stream flat out dies or something, I don't know what. So, anyway. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm gonna lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of another way out of this one, Apollo. What was that she said before the trial started? Ow. Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Does he have the touch? I don't know. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice! Let's do it, Leroy Jenkins. Apollo, you know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best as you can. He flew into the coastal and boy are my arms tired. June 16th, 11:40 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now back in session. Alright, we're fine. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. Sure, yeah. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right. Perhaps Fraulein would have us believing it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, and now you don't, am I right? I think he's on to me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with the niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Like he's doing right now. From shot to call. I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene. There you go. Okay, I guess that one. Saw no one else. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. If only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Whoa. Whoa. Your fat ass just decided to take a running leap on the desk and missed. What's this? My bracelet. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. From shot to call. Okay. To call the police. So, you called immediately after witnessing the murder? The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo. This has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means that this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about. Upon myself, you have the touch. Well, good, sweetie. You deserve it. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet as it reacts to the testimony. And bonk. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly, it's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing? In this state, you can see everything, Apollo, everything the witness does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something he's not quite sure of, he fiddles with the page of his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I'll bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right. I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint. Whoa. This is creepy. Perfect. Now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive? Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page. That's right. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive. Excuse me. Find his weak spot and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Freaking a swirly him. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again. Alright, look out, nervous twitch. Here comes justice. I saw it just now. I could see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks. It's quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you... Oh, God. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone? What are you talking about? I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? Asked to see his phone? Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? What have I for? Show me, and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it? Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Yeah. Oh, where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? Oh, wait a minute. What is the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maractus Clinic garage. The Maractus? Why, that's where the victim lived. Yerg! That's impossible! Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? Yuck! Whoa. Ow. Hey, buddy. Yes, okay, I love you. Oh, this kitty. Oh, my buddy butt. It's true, I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone, so you didn't call on your cell phone after all. Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. I didn't get nipped, I got a paw, but he used his claws to make sure he could pull me back. So, let's see. 146, okay. 6. Okay, 20 seconds. Not too bad. Okay. We're good. We're good. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. His cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yeah, I kind of feel I agree. Yes, it's true I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It does raise considerable suspicions as to the connection with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Well, yeah. Of course I have evidence. I like your swagger, air forehead. Hit it. The evidence will see the evidence. Or the court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is this mirror. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Dr. Maractus's car was in an accident. That took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maractus's car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. Can you prove the justice of our culture? Yes, I can, but not right now. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Erk! There we go, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected. Mr. Justice, are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Marictus? No, stop! This is too much! This can't be happening! Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Marictus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's a face of guilt. Stickler's truth. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him, I saw... It was him, I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Ah, yes, well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem, I hope. Here comes justice. Sorry, I got a thing in me. Stickler's truth. Right, this part of the testimony is the key. I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Fuck, why not the noodle stand? Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything I could, even read the sign. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, Noodle. Yes, that was it. For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Mr. Justice? What about that sign? Could it be important? Very important. So, the sign on the noodle stand said noodle? It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Yeah, because if you look at the noodle stand, it says, whoops, it says Eldoon on one side, but Noodle on the other. He was on the other side of the noodle stand. Okay. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. So yes, now we present. And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle? Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It read, without a doubt, noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to take another look at this stand, and to carefully read what the sign says. See? Sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldoons. Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely Noodle, for sure, positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign you saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said Noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there's one spot from which the sign would read the way Mr. Stickler claims? What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot. Witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Okay. The witness was standing here on the opposite side. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldoons, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, this sign says Noodle. Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yeah, you got me. So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Trucy? Remember his testimony from before. Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. So, again, Trucy is pointing something out that that the trained lawyer didn't know. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Well, it looks like the stream is just normalized connection at least. So maybe we're good finally. Oh, jeez. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment the killer raised his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts, at which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Bonk. Crawling under the covers because I'm cold. If I get quiet, you may have passed out. Okay, no worries, babers. That's why the bullet hit him right in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, bam, the bullet would have to hit his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North? Ah! But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct. So if he was standing to the north, and the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yarg! And again, the magician, who is technically a lawyer's daughter, but she wasn't a lawyer, or she wasn't his daughter when he was a lawyer, knows more about pointing this shit out. Yeah, booze at dinner didn't affect you too hard, though. Whatever. But yes, the girl who's younger than us and daughter of a lawyer who is no longer a lawyer, apparently picked this up before the trained lawyer, the character that we are playing. Why isn't this game about Trucy? God damn it. Oda! Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Wow. Clarify one point for me, if you would, Herr Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside. I'm really a nice guy. Well, my friends say so. I have lots of friends. I'm not a neat. I'm not hikikomori. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you gonna do now, Justice? I don't know. Why don't you just let Trucy take over? I'm gonna accuse you of another crime. I don't think Wesley Stickler's a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Tis, fail, Forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Yeah, really. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. Yeah, I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. Well, he's a penny thief. The evidence is this. What? Is that woman's underwear? Hey, those are mine! Don't look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock, it's not what it seems. By Pythagoras' theorem, on the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a penny snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees. The snatcher flees, I get it. And hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Panty raid. Please, help me out. It's not what it looks like. Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. Dude? So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you are guilty of murder, but because you lack the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Your point? I'm not done now. I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we have 5EU. Science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you don't understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And, my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science! A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties, it mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. I wonder. There's been a recent rush of panty snatching in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the memory. Even the night she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this night I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet, whoa, it's I, for once again, the lazy eye penetrates slipping through my fingers. I got through it. Okay. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, Elfhead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Yep, I can justify anything if I say for science. Hey, sweetie. I can't wait till you get home. I have some science I want to try. Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Hmm? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to why the witness lied about his location? Well, since he's a panty thief... These balloons sure have a distinct design. You certainly know who they belong to at a glance. That way, she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius. I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Okay. Yeah, I'm betting this. The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Airforehead? These are the last, honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, well, you can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? No, I had been chased, hounded into the miraculous girl in a garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties! Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus? I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? And then when you disposed of the bloomers, that's when... Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating, if disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. And I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. Only saying if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Waki Kataki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kataki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant, Waki Kataki, is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at on the scene at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the prosecution and the defense. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Blink, blink. Okay, well, that was a somewhat short part. Next one's pretty long. Well, we'll see how much of it we can get through. Okay. Yes. June 16th, 2:23 p.m. Write Anything Agency. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through the day, too. Everyone was too obsessed with the panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight.
You should come, Polly.
Yeah.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making appearance.
That's about enough from him.
Hello.
Miss Tiala.
Thank you for today. The trial went well.
Oh, right, no problem.
Do you think Waki will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty yet.
Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, what a way to put pressure on a guy.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Okay. You sure about marrying into the Kitaki family?
I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart.
Aw, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob?
I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Waki first meet, anyway?
Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections.
Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Office romance.
She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she?
Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster?
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks.
Wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Waki going along with that.
He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used.
He said, I'll be the next boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That's not the way I would have put it. Excuse me.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He really focused on profits. Kitaki's family's been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going.
Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus?
Apparently, yes.
He said in his clinic about half a year ago, I messed up on my awesome bed, and then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in and get another doctor to pass me up.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki has always been fun fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it's qualified as fighting when pistols are involved.
Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit.
I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right, leave it to me.
Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous.
Sorry, I'm new at this, okay?
It's alright, I believe in you.
15, okay, June 16th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Looks like Waki's out for looks like Waki's out for questioning.
I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll be coming back later. Excuse me.
Yes?
The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir.
The other? You mean the panty snatcher?
Oh, Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him, too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this.
He is a valuable witness.
He is a bit precious, I'll give him that.
Please give this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. Yerk, it's you.
Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you.
Very well, as long as there are few.
Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole...
Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood.
How exactly?
Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me! Eh? I must know the secret of your panties.
Kinky.
My very existence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help!
I don't know. I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant.
Don't say that, Apollo.
Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time?
Why not? Although it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired.
And this is all true, really?
My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I have, possibly, to lie?
I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true.
Sounds like Waki was at the scene of the crime, after all.
Yeah, I wish it weren't so. Okay. Well, that was useless. June 16th, Kentucky Mansion. Yeah, she's back. Hey, you two. Over here.
Us? Yo, little plump, what's up?
I think all this gangsteries is a negative influence on Trucy.
I heard you attained my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you?
Yes, sorry, I caught him.
You're cute when you're nervous, Polly.
I'll deal with you later.
But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Waki?
Waki?
Well, clearly...
Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here.
He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm gonna be a gangster, dude. Life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys.
What? Don't look at me like that.
He was shot in the turf war about half a year ago.
Yes, we heard the story from Waki.
But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had the pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom.
Her words do have a certain weight to them.
Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out the differences.
Boss? You mean Waki's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they?
It's true. One of our pistols is missing.
So the murder weapon was from this mansion? You kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. Yeah, you can tell this was not made in America, huh?
None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Waki could have taken it.
I see.
I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change.
She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Lucky's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately.
You don't look too happy about that, little plum.
How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. What the hell? Okay, nothing of importance. Yep. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot.
I can see why. She's so pretty.
Oops. Sorry. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know. No, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long. Yeah, really, you get guns and cereal boxes here. You get a nose for it, a nose for people, a nose for trouble. 9. I wonder what the problem is.
It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition.
Father and son. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Walkie seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now, trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Did I miss something? No, okay. Move on. Okay, June 16th, Eldoon's house.
Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon! Oh, Mr. Eldoon!
Humph.
What's wrong?
So, you found my stand? That's why I'm here, and thank you. Now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy Doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. But can't even cook an honest noodle.
He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus?
I'll tell you. It's enough to drive a man to his soup, to make his soup even saltier. I mean, never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. I stand for generations it's served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. Tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell you. Man, I'm hungry for noodles. Watch what you say or it might become true.
That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, wasn't it?
Good memory, Trucy Doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. Till my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
That old noodle's lie, that's what I say. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did, anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Okay.
Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic?
You love those Bluetooth headphones. Well, that's good. Are you listening to me on them? Should I try some what is it? AMR? AMSR? ASMR? ASMR? I don't know how to do that though. I guess get really close into the mic and talk very sensually. And turn and mute the game audio. So, yes, how sensuous do I have to be? Am I, making you a little hot and bothered, dear viewer? Here I am playing my game. I'm just clicking the button. Here, you can hear it. There. Did I click it enough for you? Shit, did I pull something out? Okay, we're still good. Okay, that's enough. Mute and blunk. Okay. Damn cooch. Okay. Well, anyway. I can help but sense some enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Why you gotta be bloody? Hate it. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in the mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, Pretty impressive, eh? 3 shots for the price of 1. Yeah, this is a bargain. Tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw as a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. Deal? Every 5th operation for free. Think Twitch would ban you for talking dirty to me and you coming from it? No, because they couldn't prove it. And even if they could only do it in retro or hindsight. And on top of that, you're the only one that's watching me at the time being. So the only one that would tell Twitch would be you and me. I think we're okay. So, we stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? No doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town. Leaving me here in the dark, out to my neck in super noodles. I think I've figured out Mr. Heldoon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Dr. Eldoon? Figured it out, did you? That's right, I was a doctor, surgeon until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kinda. You take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. People who like them, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. I hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was, an onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him. So, you weren't exactly friends? Me and Pal Marictus? Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. And he'd do better than me. Just blow right past me without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, And that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, it looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Ladle, 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 they made you out of clay. Ladle, 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 I forgot to harden it. Sorry, pal, didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourselves in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes. Well, you want to know about the doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right, thanks, Mr. Eldoon. Guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Too Jewish. Okay, well, nothing else to talk about. So, well, back. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. But what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from the other day. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. Forgot what that was from. Forgot what was from. Okay. No harm in asking, no gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Right, anything? Let's see. Wonder if he's the two Jewish bit was from Blazing Saddles. Oh, sorry. June 16th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. I was hoping to meet with my client. Walkie-talkie's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Oh, great, finally.
Yo, what's up, my little imposter? Eek! What did you call me? Sam, what's you? Sergeant, I thought you were leader. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. What is a clinic thing? You wouldn't understand. Yeah, I didn't say imposter, I meant poster, like poster girl, right? If you're gonna drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Cause she's so much more than that. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie.
Worried about your heart condition, maybe? Yeah, let's just take an exam. Carry so close to your heart, if not tended to immediately, it could kill you.
Man, I am trying to hear that. Man, fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a lead for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you?
Lawyer, not gopher. So, I hear you're to be married next month.
Straight up, we poured out nuptial 40 on the stoop. Look at that awesome apple cakes. She's so fine.
I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way.
I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague.
Yep, kitty butt.
Huh. Well, ma'am, she wouldn't tell you. I best hold my tongue, you feel me?
What?
It was past and past. She knows that. When I'm with the leader, I feel like there's things for protecting out there, you feel me? And my lady, she down with that all the way.
So both of them are mum about their past.
Do you think you could tell us about what happened with you and Pal Maractus? I have something you should know. Rikitakas are having what you might call a feud with the Revalis family. So about 6 months back, I got to Revalis turf pecking enough, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I have seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kentucky family, know that?
So, you were taken to the Maractus clinic then?
You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. Can't just let the boss's son die, no?
I'd hate to be in the doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed? Oh, and before you end the stream, if it's possible, you'd like to see the floof. Well, I don't know if I can do that, sweetie. I can't exactly take my webcam with me, and I can't exactly bring her here, and she's not in here. And she's gonna freak out if I pick her up and try and bring her all the way from wherever she is to here. So, I'll try. I'll look for her, but I don't know, So, let's see. And it's still threatening his life.
That doctor, he did it on purpose. With all his family, paid him off. I'm sure of it.
I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Okay, Ozzy will suffice. I don't know where... Oh, there's the floof. She's on the table. Oh, now she's chasing the Murray. Here, let me see if I can get one of them in. I'll be right there. Or be right back. Yeah, sorry, they're too freaked out at the moment. Here, let's see if I can... Nope, I cannot. Yep, can I hit that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's about the best I can do, sweetie. Sorry. Yeah, it caused kind of a fear reaction. It just kind of cascaded. She freaked out, then the others freaked out, and they went all over the place. And sorry, Bibbers. Hopefully you'll see them tomorrow. Yeah. I had a feeling that that was going to happen, but I tried anyway. Okay, so, well, actually, you know, I'm going to call it a night here anyway. This is getting to be a little long. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty long one. So we'll just continue on Thursday, with any luck. And, yeah, you're welcome, babers. Oh. Yes, you're good puppy. Okay, I'll try and send you a picture of her if that'll do, or maybe try and record a picture with my phone. I don't know. I'll try and send it. Yeah, I miss you too, my babers. So yes, we are going to call it a night here. So we shall pick this up on Thursday at 7 p.m. That is -5 GMT. It is 8:32 p.m. my time now. So you can adjust your schedules accordingly. Hopefully we'll see you then. Until then, thank you, Babers. Thank you, Red Rock, for showing up. Thank you to the few strailers we might have had. Thank you to the puppy. Yes, she is a good puppy. And the cat snake and the floof. Good kitty floof. Hopefully she'll... You see her? Okay, well, yeah, she just walked by just now. So yes, and thank you. And so hopefully we'll see you next time. Till then, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Later. Yep, there she is. Well, there she was on the stream. Sorry. Okay. Take care.